campaign, we registered 2,300 between October and December. So we have 4,300 new registered voters in the last 3 months, and our goal is to get to 10,000 by November. And if we get half of those to turn out, that really changes the dynamics of a lot of local races in Irving and in Dallas County. Okay, so the candidates, I'll start with the incumbent, Judge Martin Hoffman. Would you come on up?
Good morning. Good morning, guys. I want to talk to you about 3 things this morning. I know many of you in this room, but there's some people here I don't know. My name is Martin Hoffman. I'm the judge of the 68th District Court. I'm running for re-election. I was part of the class of 2006. And I just want to talk about 3 things. 1 is my background as a Democrat. 2, my background with helping the Hispanic community. And 3rd, my background as a judge. First off, I've been involved in Democratic politics since 1984. I got involved for the first time in the Walter Mondale campaign. I was very young and naive. I actually believed he could win, if anybody remembers that. I later became president of the Texas Young Democrats. And how many people here remember Ann Richards? Yeah. I was Ann Richards' state youth coordinator, was later offered a full-time job with her, which I had to decide whether I wanted to go to law school or work for Ann Richards full-time, and I ended up going to law school, but I did a lot of volunteer work for her. For the last 20 years, I've also been involved in Democratic politics here, which is one of the reasons I believe that every Democratic elected official who's endorsed in my race, who knows my background, has endorsed me. Also, every Democratic club that's endorsed so far has endorsed me, and so I've been very fortunate. I think that's because of my history in the Democratic Party. Second thing I want to talk to you about is my background in the Hispanic community. I've been very involved with the Dallas Hispanic Bar Association. I've also, how many people remember the Mega March back in 2006? I marched in the Mega March, helped register voters there. Also went to the Mega Vote, which wasn't quite as well attended, but there was a lot of people there. And the other thing I did, which Domingo probably is aware of, is I worked for many, many years in the Farmers Branch. And how many people remember the ordinance that was proposed in Farmers Branch? I went to the very first meeting of very first city council meeting where that ordinance was proposed. And if I could tell you very briefly the speech I gave there, it was a room full of angry people in that room. And they saw me walking up, and they thought, great, another speaker who's going to speak in favor of this ordinance. And this is the speech I gave. My speech was, this ordinance is going to be good for business. It's going to be good for business in Carrollton. It's going to be good for business in Capel. It's going to be good for business in Dallas. It's not going to be good for business in Farmers Branch. And I will tell you that what I spoke against, that portion of the ordinance actually got killed. And so I've been, for a long, long time, been involved in trying to help the Hispanic community. And finally, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about my background as a judge. The Dallas Bar Association does a review of the judges. I had a very high bar, they do a bar poll, I had a very high bar poll rating at 85%. The Committee for a Qualified Judiciary, which is a nonpartisan group that rates Democratic judges, they rated over 37 judges, and the Democratic judges who applied. They rated 30 of us as qualified. I was one of the 30 that was rated as qualified, and I was the only one rated as qualified in that race. So I believe that I'm a good Democrat, and I know that I'm a good Democrat. I think I'm a good judge, and I would appreciate your support. I do have an invitation to a reception I have for Hispanic leaders on February 15th. I tried to go around and give everyone a copy of that. Who has not gotten a copy of that flyer? Is anyone here? I know there's a few people. I'll try to get that to you after the speech.
Thank you. And then also David Diaz, candidate for 68th District Court. David.
Good morning. My name is David Diaz. Can you all hear me? Yes. I always freak out with these microphones. I don't know if they're loud enough. But I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm running for the 68th District Court. It's a civil court, so anytime there's here's anything when people are injured or businesses are hurt financially, you'll end up in this court. I was born and raised in El Paso. My parents instilled in me the importance of education and hard work. I remember every summer growing up, my dad would wake me up at 6 in the morning and go do construction work. You know, I had an addition on the house, pour cement. You know, I'm probably the only judge that can add something in addition to the courthouse if I had to. So, and why am I telling you this? It's because it's that hard work that my dad and my mom instilled in me that I would bring to the courtroom. I'm going to work the longer hours. I'm going to make the courtroom more accessible to everybody. You know. And so, and then after that, I went to college. I went to UTEP, and then after that, I went to Texas Tech University for my law degree. And after that, I came to Dallas, and I've been practicing for 11 years. I've had my own firm for over 10 years. And what that has allowed me to do is just handle every type of case that's going to fall in this court. Anything from contracts, injunctions, personal injury, you know, anything you can imagine, I probably handle it. And what makes me different from my opponent is that I have a lot of experience in civil appeals. And what that is after the trial court, those decisions sometimes get reviewed by a higher court. I have experience in both, so I can bring that experience to the courtroom to make sure that those appeals aren't, you know, I make the right decisions, they're not appealed, they don't cost anybody money, because those appeals are expensive. So I'm also involved in the community. One of the things I've done that I'm really proud of is that I have served on the Civil Service Commission and Child Personnel Board in the city of Mesquite, which serves as a kind of a tribunal. It's a quasi-judicial position where I get to hear appeals from disciplined employees. And that's strictly voluntary, but I believe as an attorney, I'm getting ahead of myself, as an attorney, I felt I could give back to the community by letting these individuals know that someone would be on that panel that would understand the employment law and civil service law. I'm also a member of the Home Project Committee for the Dallas Bar Association, and we work together with the Dallas Habitat for Humanity. We're the longest serving whole house sponsor, which means we pay for the whole house and we build the whole house. This year and next year I'm the co-chair, so I'll be responsible for building the 19th and the 20th house in the South Dallas neighborhood. So, and I think when you're looking for a judge, you want a judge that's going to know the law, it's going to be fair, and it's going to be hardworking. And if you agree with me and you keep an open mind, I believe I'm the right candidate for this position. So I hope I have your support. I hope you get out and vote. It's going to be very important because there's not a Republican opponent in this race. So March 2nd is the race. So please get out to vote. Please pick a friend, a neighbor, and I hope you vote for me. I'm David Diaz. I'm running for the 68th District Court.
All right, we're going to keep on going. Renee, you have some special guests you want to introduce real quick, and we keep the program going along. After this, we're going to have the county judge candidates and the county judge speak.
Thank you, Domingo. My name is Renato Dos Santos, or Ray Dos Santos. I'm director for the Upward Bound program, sponsored by LULAC. We have a group of students from Sunset and from Pinkston High School. They're back over at the back, our 11th and 12th graders that are in that program. They're listening to different people speak, and so this is a great opportunity, so we're taking advantage of it. Thank you, Domingo, for what you do and everything, so we'll be back. Thank you.
All right, Sunset and Pinkston. All right, in the house. Next, we're going to have the candidates for Dallas County Judge on the Democratic primary. We'll start with our incumbent, County Judge Jim Foster. If y'all come on up. And the Clay and Larry, if y'all will also coming up so that we can kind of get y'all rolling. And again, everybody has 3 minutes. And then if there's any Q&A, we'll take those afterwards, okay? Judge?
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. 4 years ago, when no one else would step up to the plate and run for this position, I decided to spend a year and a half of my life on the campaign trail, and I'm glad to announce that I am also a member of the 2006 class. And my objective was to not only serve the people of Dallas County, but to get another Republican out of office. And we did that.